Greetings, everyone. I am Crystal Melville, your higher self coach. And today I have prepared a recipe just for you to help you in every area of life. I know what you're thinking. What is she talking about? Well, I'm talking about the tools that we all need daily to handle every situation that comes our way. And guys, these tools involved how to communicate. I know you've heard this many times over. We need to communicate better. I don't communicate well. And listen, we have to really take notes because the way we communicate determines how our relationships suffer or get better. So I'm here to help you with that. So effective communication is the key to how relationships triumph and how they succeed. We also want to strive to attain purposeful relationships. Because let's face it, we all know by now that there are some relationships that we just could have done without. Nevertheless, they made us stronger and they also taught us a lot about ourselves, right? They taught us how poor of a communicator we are or just what we need to actually go to the next level in our communication. So the first key I would like to discuss is your mindset. Yes, mindset is so important. Without a healthy mindset, we cannot communicate well. So, without further ado, on this video, you will find the 3 steps to your best communication. Yes, so having the right mindset is actually the very first step to your best communication. Without having the right mindset, there is absolutely no way that you can conduct a purposeful, proactive, and positive communication experience. There is no way things will work. It wouldn't work for you or for the other party. You will just be at a standstill. You will be stuck. You will both be stressed, upset, and we all know when these things fester long enough, they explode. And we are in the business of keeping relationships together. So, when we filter out all negative thoughts and choose to live in harmony, no matter the situation, circumstances, or even our own mood, your mind will have no other choice but to reprogram and begin to align with your will to be at peace. Yes, we control our minds. We are in control. And I think we forget that. We have forgotten the authority that was given to us at creation. We have full control of our will, of our minds. What we think, what we speak, what we do. So, once we align ourselves with our thoughts, our minds will reprogram to be at peace. So now, only positive, purposeful, and proactive words will come out of us. And there you have it. It is that simple. I know what you're saying. Simple is easier said than done, right? But that's where the work comes in. We have to do the work. We have the purpose to do the work. So, let's get busy. The second step to having your best communication is having the right approach. If your thoughts are not conveyed correctly, you won't get the outcome you desire. And stress, dissension, and negativity will overcome you, the communicator, the one receiving your communication, and your environment. It is very important that you remember your decision to live in peace. So we have to feed off of step 1, your mindset. You have to remember the commitment you made to live in peace no matter what. And once you go back to that, you will line up and you will execute accordingly. We have to follow the steps. Practice makes perfect. So once we practice these steps, they become the norm. They become a way of life. So you can have a better quality of life. So let's do the work. Let's think right. Let's speak right. Let our approach be right. The third step to your best communication is having the right delivery. Yes, I know the approach and delivery are intertwined. They can be used interchangeably. However, the approach is mainly your aura, is the environment that you choose to deliver the information. It's your facial expression. It's your tone. It's your approach has to do with the subtle things, mainly your nonverbal communication. But when we come to step 3, which is your delivery, this has to do with the words that come out of your mouth. It has to do with the choice of words. It has to do with where you go, where you the legs that you give it. Are you sprinting? Are you walking? Are you gliding? Are you being aggressive? Are you being, are you being easy going? Are you tactful? Are you just in and out? Your delivery also sends a signal to the person that how much you care. What thought did you put into it? How well did you care? How much did you care about them? The words that you choose are very important here, because the mind is racing. You have your emotions to keep under subjection. So you don't want to, bring up something that happened 10 years ago and throw it in there and think that this is going to help what's happening now. So delivery is key. It's actually the final stage of your communication. After this, or towards the end of it, is a call to action, or the person is now thinking, what am I going to do with this information? So how will you deliver is key. You must finish well. So your approach sets up the delivery. Your delivery should always be empathetic, tactful, and concise. You should never overdo things or not give your best. Don't half-step. You should purpose to do and give your best at all times. And surely your mindset will influence your action, which will turn into a lifestyle of good and effective communication, fostering purposeful relationships for years to come. That is it. That is what we must do daily. The more we do it, it becomes the norm. We don't have to think about it. We will just be at ease. Do you know how many problems this will solve? People will begin to see your transformation. You will now be a new creature. You will say, this is not the person I used to be. Thank God for the person I am today. And others will benefit from it. Many others will benefit from it. Even a stranger you pass on the street or you go into a store or wherever, they see a smile on your face. They see your countenance is at peace. Do you know what impact that has on that person? That is why communication, verbal and nonverbal, is so important, because we feed off of one another's energy. We're live beings. We have energy. We're an energy field. We give and we receive without even talking, without even saying a word. So it's important the way we approach, the way we think, the way we approach, and the way we push out. Because what you push out is what you get back. And that's what goes up. It goes up to God as an offering. So what offering are you presenting to God today? How is your communication? How do you show him you love him? You show him you love him by honoring him and by treating your neighbor the way you want to be treated. This is a communication of love, and it's accomplished in these 3 steps.